Look how guilty he looks.
June 15th, 1988.
He did it.
He did it.
Patrick Keeler did it, and you will never convince me otherwise.
Sorry, I was not listening to anything she said. I was just staring at her giant titties.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she had giant titties? You know what? I think Patrick might have did it.
You might be guilty.
It all makes sense now.
Hitler is a narcissist. Hitler is an evil man.
What if it turned out, just by accident, that Hitler wasn't trying to send the Jews to the camps? But he was just trying to send.
Oh boy!
He was trying to send like a specific. He was like, "We got to get rid of all the Sagittariuses."
Yeah, it just happened with a lot of Jewish people. Sagittarius.
Who is this podcast for again?
I don't know.
So I've been nagging about this for a while with crypto, about the whole Lindsey Clancy case, because I think it's an interesting phenomena. So to give some background, there was a woman who allegedly suffered postpartum depression, and she killed 3 of her children.
Now, so I haven't really been following the case. My understanding is that is not in contention in the case, that she's pleading temporary insanity.
Yeah, her lawyers
You're
have
right.
made a what do you call it? A positive defense.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Which is that she was insane.
Sure.
Yeah, they were already established that they agreed to the fact that, she killed her children.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also during the trial, she was asked by the judge if she can agree to establish these facts.
Okay.
And she answered yes, with her lawyer present. Her lawyer opened up, opening statement was, yeah, these facts are not in dispute. What is in dispute is whether or not she was in a sufficiently compromised state of mind not to be convicted of murder, but instead involuntary manslaughter.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Before we get started going down this path, I have one question that I want to explore.
Yeah.
Why are all these kid-killing white women always named something like Lindsey Clancy? Why is that always their name?
That's a good question. Yeah, Lindsay or like Kathy.
Exactly. Why?
I think, I mean, I do think the more boring the white lady name, probably the more boring their existence. And so, they
spice it up a little by killing kids.
They go a little, they just snap and they go a little crazy. They get a little stir crazy. Time for some stabby. I don't know if stabby is right for this case, but
did she drown them or poison them? I can't remember.
She strangled them with exercise bands.
Jesus, strangulation is that's a brutal way to go. All right.
But the most interesting thing about the case is obviously all the rampant speculation that's been going on.
Uh-huh.
The judge called a special recess yesterday, I believe, to review something, and whatever it was private. It's probably like evidence that was being entered in or something. As a normal occurrence in these kinds of murder trials, and everybody online was losing their minds. Like, it's happening. They're gonna accuse the husband, and I was like, I just don't think so.
I tried explaining this to Crypto, and he refused to believe me because he believed that this was like some kind of weird misogynistic, like crazy anti-feminist kind of propaganda thing.
I just don't know that the focus on n number of crazy white women online or whatever, as being representative necessarily of women, writ large, right? I mean, I do, even when you say that these things are popular, I do kind of wonder, like, how popular.
Well, the problem, of course, is if you're on TikTok, once you watch one video where people are speculating in the comments, then that's all you get fed is the conspiracy videos.
Right.
So it's hard to tell. Like, I think if you just pulled someone off the street and been like, "Do you think this person who admitted to strangling their children strangled their children?" They'd be like, "Yes, obviously."
Right.
But in the comments, people truly are like, I'm not kidding when I say, like, I heard people first talking about the content of the comments, right? People being like, "Oh, these crazy white women," and I didn't see any at first, and then I, actually was getting some of the
same.
Yeah.
Same, and that is what makes me suspicious, right? Is the first thing I'm hearing about is the meta commentary about comments under a video and how, well, all these bitches are crazy, and it's like, this stinks. Like, this is some fucking psyop. this is the worst. I'm not that I hate the word psyop, because I think it gets thrown around for everything, but to me this really smells like someone is deliberately pushing a narrative that there's, this is some widespread movement among women or whatever to rally behind this lady.
Recently, I'll tell you why this is not just the side, because recently there were a bunch of women, mostly white, 99% white, who were wearing pink shirts, standing outside the trial, the courthouse, with signs and everything, cheering on this woman that had recently
How many is
killed
a bunch?
her. Absurd amount. Okay, so here we are. I don't know if you're seeing Anvil. I got this open. I'm streaming this.
Support Lindsey, but also all these
There we
incredible
go.
women that you see pouring in. I think this has become less of a trial. Whatever's going on behind those doors in the courtroom, it's become more about how Lindsey's been failed.
Well, is this just a group that's here about postpartum depression, or is this a here that is specifically saying she and in fact did not kill her children?
Yeah, because she said how Lindsay's been failed. And I'm like, does that mean that they think she did it, but it was a failure of like care for women? Because that makes some sense if that's what they're advocating for.
So there's like two camps here. One is, so the online camp seems to be more of the conspiratorial crafting a narrative about, like, it wasn't actually her, it was her husband that killed the three children. But these people here seem to, I think, in my opinion, make a legitimate case for, women's mental health being overlooked, and they can identify as women with Lindsey Clancy in a lot of ways, because the healthcare system does seem to have an anti-woman bias. So they're kind of projecting their personal experience with the healthcare and mental healthcare system.
Right. Right. And so the question is, what is this an example of that we're looking at? And then the second question is, why are you seeing the commentary about internet comments? Right. That is the question that comes to my mind, is how did this end up on your shores, but I'm not seeing it, right? And from what I understand, both of you saw it on TikTok, right?
Yeah, I did see this. I want to be clear about something. I did come across these comments eventually, right? Under the right videos.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think the screenshots are faked or whatever. It's just comments about comments is like, where did this like, what the fuck?
But but to be fair, right? It's one of those things where, like, you say something so preposterous, so ridiculous, on line, and then someone is going to clip it because it's funny. It's funny to have someone be like, he did it because he's a Libra or whatever.
Well, supposedly these. So Corbin was telling me about posts that had, like, 1 million hearts or whatever, and
the support is a lot. It's unusual. It's not just a fringe, like the amount of people that do participate in these videos, and from what I understand from the legal team, they've said that they've asked people to stop emailing them evidence
Oh, they've received gift baskets. They've
Yeah.
received letters in the mail. They've received money. I think she has raised 800,000 on GoFundMe for
But to say
legal fees or
it's not
whatever.
insignificant, and it's at the very least, if I were a judge in this case, and I say this knowing nothing about how judges are meant to handle these situations, I'd question if it's affecting the process of justice.
They do try their best to shield jurors from outside influence and the media.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, if I were the prosecuting attorney, I mean, I would if somebody said they watched TikTok, I'd have to be at this point. I'd have to be like, well, you can't. I guess can't be on the jury. But I feel like that's got to actually be wrong statistically. That's just some impression I've been given about like, oh, there's this, there's this broad community of people, not just people who are supporting her because of whatever they think about postpartum depression, but specifically because they factually believe don't believe her when she said that she did kill those kids, right? I mean,
So here's the comments I've seen. Right, they're like. Literally, I saw this comment. Somebody going, "Look at her face. You can tell." She had a kind of like awestruck look on her face during one moment in court. They're like, "You can tell she's coming to the realization she didn't do it." And I was like, "What?" Yeah. The idea was that because she admitted it, the new idea is that she was drugged and fed a story about how she murdered her kids.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, look, confessions have been forced before. I
Of
won't say that they've been forced. They've just been, also sort of, you get people into a weakened position, sort of mentally, right, and you can kind of lead them down a path. Like we've seen it. I mean, it has happened. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sounds
Can I bring
like
an example?
What's that?
I'd like to bring an example
Of what?
of a TikTok with 100,000 likes, blaming the father for the killing. And in fact, saying he was the one who killed the family and tried to kill her as well.
Lindsey Clancy's DNA was not found on the exercise bands or on the knife. I'm making all these videos talking about how Patrick Clancy did it and he's framing her, and there are people in the comments that think I'm crazy. Are you guys watching the same trial as me or not? What if her lawyer is setting this all up so that there is a trial to prove that she is innocent and Patrick Clancy is
okay, this is people engaging in.
I did not think that this is how this was going to go whatsoever until the trial started. When I heard about this case, I just believed the news. I believed everything she did.
I love legal fan fiction. That's so funny. That's such a funny. That's such a funny.
So this is okay. You know what I thought when I saw her face? Have you ever seen that trend on TikTok where someone goes, "Why do polyamorous people always look like that?" And then people respond. Like if I said, "Why do crazy crime conspiracy people always look like that?" and she responded,
yeah.
There was a very famous TikTok video that everyone is referencing as evidence of why Patrick did it. It blew my mind. Someone who did a reenactment of the entire incident as they believe unfolded using Bratz dolls.
Mistake he made.
Okay, wait, hold on. Here's another thing. That bitch ain't American. The 100K over the whole world is also not that impressive to me as a quote unquote movement or whatever. Like, yeah, I mean, I do think over the whole planet you could probably come up with 100,000 idiots who you're gonna click like or whatever on that. Video.
This has transcended national boundaries. This has become a cultural phenomenon.
But you understand what I mean? Like, I'm just saying what. Originally, when I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking like, well, just inside of America or whatever. But yeah, I guess if you got weird, if this has international attention, I mean, yeah, you might get.
But I want to get numbers like that. I want to see the forensic brat dolls.
TikTok's crazy. The way the videos that are administered is so like haphazard. It's just robots responding to any report and then maybe if you're very lucky, you'll get some human intervention.
God damn it! It's so difficult to find. Let's see here.
Well, you're also you're
sheer volume.
There.
Sheer volume.
God damn, it's been removed. The video has been removed. Either way, there's tons of. So let me show you what they were referencing. This is like a rough reference of.
Right down here. Because underneath that side table leg are two perfectly circular passive blood drops from when he was working on her before. And he's just moved this bedside table directly over the top of those blood stains, which means the scene was staged.
I mean, look, this bitch is crazy, but I gotta hand it to her. She sat down with her arts and crafts and reenacted the entire room.
The whole thing has to be staged because that dresser got bumped or whatever in the middle of a murder. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure that follows, lady.
Well, her whole thing was that this thing here was moved, and then the blood drops got under it, which shouldn't be possible. And
no,
then
the blood drops went down first. What?
Yeah, the blood drops got there, and then it was moved back because
it got moved in the first place because it probably got bumped or something, right? I mean,
okay.
There was a murder happening. This is stupid.
So, by the way, this knife thing has nothing to do with the children. This knife thing was her cutting her wrists and throat, and then jumping head first out of a window. That's why she's in a wheelchair now.
The mom tried to kill herself?
Yeah.
Which is like, I mean, look, I'm not saying it's not evidence that she did it, but it is like the thing you do after you murder your children. It's pretty standard, like to try to kill yourself.
The Bratz doll video never doubted women's collective intuition. Patty cake is toast. Patty cake is what they call the father of the dead children.
Okay, well, this is all right. This is, you know what? Again, this is another why do they all look like that?
Listen, I saw a video that was like literally somebody trying to be reasonable in the comments, and somebody going, you don't trust women, you hate women if you don't believe that he killed. Yeah, and I was like, I also saw, I don't know how real it was. It could have just been somebody riding the wave of how popular this was, but I saw the thread of text messages where somebody broke up with their wife because he was like, I can't trust you around our future children because you'll protect murderers. And I was like, that's a bit much.
No, this shouldn't be. Look, I think there's a legitimate advocacy here that I think is overshadowed by the stupid gender wars that's completely nonsensical. Both sides. This is not a man or woman issue. This is a mental health issue. This person,
the mental health issue is
depression.
Women are crazy.
Oh God.
And
that's right.
I want to make a serious point because there is something here. Look, I've been making fun of these crazy fucking bitches for days now.
Damn, why don't we have more lady listeners? I don't understand.
Look, I'm saying that there's a legitimate concern here that's being overshadowed by the stupidity of this gender war nonsense, which is postpartum depression is a very, very severe. I can never have it, but apparently it's such a severe thing, such a severe anxiety and mind-altering condition that it is not uncommon for women who suffer postpartum depression to kill their children. This is not a first.
I've heard of this kind of case before. I think the problem is the name of it is postpartum depression doesn't really sell what's happening, right? What they need to do is call it woman brain. They got woman brain.
Oh God! Wait. Both you and I have sisters.
Right after you, like this. yeah. I'm joking. No, I'm joking because that's my impression of why you're seeing these fucking comments. Is there's some fucking dickhead that like cooked this shit up in a lab, and he like bot farmed a bunch of comment sections to make it look like people give a shit about this, and now it's turned into an issue that I'm hearing about fourth hand.
You think this is like astroturfed?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Kind of, yeah.
No, I don't. No, this is too sophisticated. This is like the groundswell is I don't think this was astroturfed. I think this spun out of control, and I think a lot of these women spun their own personal experiences and projected their own personal experiences into.
That's fine. I'm willing to give women more credit than you are, and not just assume that they're
by
not
saying
being...
they were tricked by a fat retard sitting in his mom's basement.
They're being misrepresented.
By putting themselves out there with their faces on
themselves. TikTok. You think all women have put themselves out on TikTok? No, some fucking randos put themselves out on TikTok, and then somehow the algorithm picked them up. Right? That's the actual order of operations, and something happened in the middle, and that something either is actually could be a combination, but there's some combination of a real groundswell of support and people fudging the numbers, right? They're fiddling around with what people are actually interested in.
I understand what you're saying. I think this is like a mass psychosis happening. Well, hold on. Look, this is not to shit on women. You don't think men are stupid enough to do stupid shit? Okay, listen. There were guys doing push-ups outside of Andrew Tate's fucking prison cell to protest him getting arrested. Men are idiots as well. That's the one thing that we are equal to women in. We're fucking dipshits and idiots.
I don't know. It sounds like we can do more push-ups. So I'm not sure. It sounds like we're winning.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Free Top G! Free Top G! Free Top G! Free Top G!
Yeah, so this is how stupid men are. They think if they do enough push-ups, they can solve any problem.
I'm sorry, what were they chanting? Free the D?
Free top G. It's because they all want to get topped by Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought they were saying free. I thought they were doing like a feminist thing, saying free the D. Like how they free the nip or whatever, and they wanted to.
No. They might as well have been. They might as well have been, because this shit is definitely gayer than 8 dudes blowing 9 dudes. I mean, what the fuck?
Men are fucking idiots as well. Men do stupid shit like this. This whole gender war thing is not helping anyone, because one, Andrew Tate definitely did the crime of what he ever was accused of, which is trafficking children, right? He made a, however much you think Lindsey Clancy confessed to her crimes, Andrew Tate made an entire seminar on his crimes, on how you can do it effectively, teaching other, idiot men how to also exploit women.
Yeah, he ran like a whole training Discord on how to sex traffic women.
Who do I think is worse, Andrew Tate or Lindsey Clancy? 100% Andrew Tate, because he did it consciously and deliberately, and he maliciously and exploitatively.
Yeah, he didn't do it because his brain chemistry was fucked up. He did it because he is fucked up.
I am a little worried, though. I am white. Like, when I go crazy, am I going to kill children? Because it seems to be like the default.
Yeah,
for white people.
I've said this before. White people should not be allowed to own guns. The Second Amendment should exist for everyone other than white people.
Then again, she strangled these kids.
I'm the only brown person here. I cannot speak on the problems of the white community because I'm not part of the white community.
Yeah, well,
it's our music. It's our music, and we don't.
It's in the music. No, I would say. I mean, this case is yet another tragic example of white on white violence.
Yeah.
No, like you said, it's in the music, it's in the video games, it's in the movies. These people just, they can't.
And you know what? What do young white men have to aspire to? They all want to be political pundits, but that's just not a job everybody can achieve. And
right. Yeah, they see it on they see it online, they see it in the media, and that's the most that they think they can ever achieve is to be a podcaster.
Exactly.
I don't understand.
May I direct everyone's attention back to the stream again? I'm sorry for interrupting, but this is a thing I sent Crypto the other day. So this is Patrick Clancy, the father of the children who got killed. And he's about to reveal an interesting fact that's incriminating him.
Look how guilty he looks.
June 15th, 1988.
He did it.
He did it. Patrick did it, and you will never convince me otherwise. This is his partial birth chart. I do not have his birth time, so I cannot say what his rising sign is or what the house.
I'm gonna stop it here because
I'm convinced he clearly did it.
This TikTok goes on for 17 minutes.
Oh, damn! I didn't even know you could do that anymore with TikTok. Okay, no, I'm curious. What do the lines mean? I don't. All of this is nonsense. But there's numbers. I see numbers.
It doesn't mean anything.
I see degrees.
It means nothing. Crypto. It does. It's just magic.
Okay, but I want to know how she goes from these lines overlapping to he's a murderer, right?
Are we gonna sit through 17 minutes to figure out?
I mean, hey, look. How do you know she's wrong if you're not gonna listen to her argument? Typical leftist. Typical leftist won't listen to the other side. Just so smug and self-assured that he won't even listen to what the other side has to say. Just because it's a lady who says that she can determine whether or not someone has killed her children based on when someone was born. Not even gonna listen to how she came to that conclusion. I mean, what the fuck?
Fuck, I mean, lock him up already.
Damn. T. Corvo, I'm someone who I believe women. Okay. She says this is enough to convict him. I believe her, so I'm gonna hear her out.
Yeah, okay, but I believe women. I just don't believe magic. This is magic.
Wow. Well, here's a woman who's saying magic is real, and you're saying you don't believe her.
Why is there a 69 here? Well, what is the 69 gonna prove?
That's how the kids were made.
Yeah, really? That's a weird way to make shit.
Well, it's not just 69. There's other numbers that happened.
Hold on, I'm gonna go to halfway through to this video, see if anything happens.
We've already talked about what this specific Sagittarius degree means. The imitator degree, immoral, mean nature. Okay. Now we're going to talk about Uranus retrograde at that specific degree.
I'm about to lose it. I can't do this. Is this what our podcast going to be like? Do you guys want to just sit here and listen to this nonsense?
Well, I mean, no offense, but this was your. You wanted to talk about this. You were very insistent. You messaged me multiple times about how crazy these bitches be.
No, they are, but I'm not going to sit through the first 20 seconds were enough to make my point, right? We don't need to actually look through this. I don't think we're being unfair by just dismissing this completely. It
sounds like you're in the same Uranus retrograde degree, immoral and mean spirited.
Yeah. When were you born? Okay. I want to know your birth date and the time at which you were born, and the I need to know in what time zone. I need to know down to the second. Okay, because there's something off about your behavior, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
You know, the thing about this is women are kind of geniuses, because I don't believe what you guys are saying, but I'm starting to think maybe there's something to it, because you sound so self-assured and confident in the way you're delivering.
Wow. So you believe it when a man says it? Okay, all right.
Yeah. It sounds more reasonable.
It sounds more reasonable and sexually attractive to me.
I gotta see another one.
So I'm looking at Patrick Clancy's birth chart, and a couple things stand out. So he does have a big Gemini stellium, and it is opposing Uranus, it's opposing Saturn, and it is, well, those are the main oppositions actually. So anyways, what we get with Gemini placements that are sometimes harshly aspected is
I can't do this. This is insane.
I'm sorry, I was not listening to anything she said. I was just staring at her giant titties.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she had giant titties? Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anyway, women, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah. What? I mean, this dumb bitch can say anything she wants. I do not. Yeah. Gee, I wonder how she's getting so many thumbs. I mean,
Venus dominant girl is using their charm and beauty to get the girls drinks and table. What? You got 2 planets right there. You don't need Venus. I mean, she's gorgeous. You know what? I think I think Patrick might have did it.
Yeah, you might be guilty. Oh fuck!
That's all it took.
I know who murdered those kids, but I wish those titties had murdered my penis. Smother it to death.
This can't be the first person she's star signed into a bad being, right? Like, there's got to be some history. She can't be like, there's no way this person has never said, here's the star sign of, my ex, and he's evil because of it, right? There's got to be a pattern. My point is, this seems like a bit of a biased sample, right? Because if you go to people whose job it is to keep their finger on the pulse of whatever's popular, and then read the star signs of the people that people are suspecting are evil, that's what they're going to do, right? When this makes it to the news, they're going to read the stars. Yeah. So, like, it's not
she's not gonna. Yeah, she's never gonna read the star sign of somebody that she likes and then accidentally discover, like, oh fuck, this person's a piece of shit, or vice versa. Be like, oh yeah, no, I looked into Hitler, and it turns out actually he didn't do it. It's like, no. Yeah, I don't. For some reason, I don't see either of those cropping up on her channel anytime soon, right?
But I think her job basically, right, is to take whatever's the current pop culture thing and do the star sign of.
It's almost like that's what religion always does.
I got to check this out. Hitler's astrology. What is this?
Let's get down business. Let's get down to business.
Yeah, but no. See, we need the 17-minute explainer on what this bullshit's supposed to mean. I had no clue.
I hate Taurus male, okay? When it comes to astrology, I hate Scorpio male too. But at least Scorpio males, they know they're evil. Like, they know they're evil, creepy, obsessive, possessive. They know who they are. They own who they are. So, like, you can't hate on that. They're like, yeah, that's who I am. But Taurus male, they're covert narcissists. Like, in the public eye, they pretend to be good people, are humble and kind and blah, blah, blah. But case study, what is it? Hitler is a narcissist. Hitler is an evil man. But like, he pretends to be a good person.
I love it. A 12th of all
blah, blah,
men.
blah. Just like
1 out of 12 men share that astrological sign.
The worst thing about Hitler was his narcissism, for sure.
So far, Gemini men not bad, Taurus men not bad, Scorpio men not bad.
Okay, that's 25% of the population. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Notice that she said Taurus males. So women are exempted from this.
Right. Well, you would have different expectations for how, the astrology affects the two genders, right? Or something. I don't
know.
Okay, let's see here.
It all makes sense now.
It does?
What
is this? What makes sense?
The worst thing about Hitler was that he was a Taurus.
What if it turned out just by accident that Hitler wasn't trying to send the Jews to the camps? But he was just trying to send.
Oh boy!
He was trying to send like a specific. He was like, we got to get rid of all the Sagittariuses.
Yeah, it just happened with a lot of Jewish people. Sagittarius.
Just by accident.
Stupid. As a Taurus, he hated Sagittariuses.
Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. So dumb.
What the fuck? That's fucked.
Sorry, I don't know why that thought occurred to me, but anyway.
Oh fuck!
Have you guys gotten a lot of sleep lately?
No, I haven't. Hold on, I saw this other one that I think we should watch.
Did Patrick Clancy do it? I've compiled a list of all the evidence the internet sleuths have gathered. It's actually some pretty compelling evidence, honestly. Let's get started. Patrick Clancy's timeline. I'll put it right behind me. 5:15, he leaves his house. At 5:32, he arrives at CVS. Between 5:33 and 5:34, a 14-second phone call with Lindsey regarding what medication to pick up for their child. At 5:37, he leaves CVS. At 5:54, he arrives to pick up dinner at 3V. And Patrick arrives home and finds Lindsey at 6:09 p.m. Things about this timeline. You look behind me, those are his shoes in CVS, and those are the shoes he arrives with to pick up dinner. So at some point, it appears that Patrick changed shoes from sneakers to boots. We have to ask ourselves, why would he be changing his shoes? Honestly, I can't come up with a good answer unless these photos just look like different shoes and they're actually the same. Then we also have to address the phone call to Lindsey.
So he changed his shoes.
Taking a close look at the shoes.
He changed his shoes between which two events?
Going to CVS pharmacy and going to a place to pick up dinner, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, he had his going out day shoes, and then I mean, picking up dinner. Okay, is he? I don't know.
Look, I'm not going to say I wouldn't change my shoes for that. I don't get it, but the plausible explanation that he went to CVS, picked up some medication for his kids, went home quick and murdered them all, then went back out.
No, I mean, if we're allowing that he did go home in between those two, maybe to drop shit off or whatever, or are people saying, well, he would have discovered them sooner if that's true, if he did go home?
So he was under investigation, and he also provided the timeline.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was. He was never arrested. He was a suspect. Why do you think they have CCTV video of him at the store and at the?
Here's
the reality. Okay, here's the real reality. He is guilty because they both were in on it, and it wasn't postpartum depression. It was they wanted to get rid of their fucking annoying ass kid.
Actually, there's another conspiracy here, which is so Patrick. After this woman killed his children, he decided to divorce her. He wasn't into the marriage anymore, and so Patrick decided to get a new wife called Rachel, and people pointing out that Rachel looks a lot like Lindsey.
Okay, here's what I want to know: is what is Rachel's birthday and birth time?
Hold on.
So okay, just to be clear, right?
There's
no way that Patrick is not on trial.
Yeah.
And he gave a timeline, presumably because, well, they were investigating. They wanted timelines from everybody.
Right.
They would not have CCTV camera footage of him at CVS and at the restaurant that he picked food up at if he was never a suspect. What would be the context of getting that information if they never...
The context is he was not present and he was on camera while she murdered his children.
But why prove that he's not present, right?
Yeah. In other words, at some point, the police investigated everybody close to the children, as they normally would, right? Making him, at some point, a suspect.
Yeah, to some degree. Anyway, of course, as you should be. I mean, if kids get killed, the very first people you should suspect are the parents, because that's who's around them 99% of the time, right?
Yeah.
But here's what I'm saying. Here's
tell
what I'm
from
saying
those CCTV footages whether those are the same shoes. I cannot tell. They might be. They're not distinct enough.
I don't think they are. Anyway, I think my theory is the accurate one. He is in fact a scoundrel because of his birthday and the zodiac, and women are women are right, but also women are stupid because postpartum depression is actually just pregnant new mothers being fucking complainers.
Heck yeah.
Jesus.
So I am both more feminist and more misogynist than both of you.
Let's see the next part. Let's see the next bit of evidence.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you're a woman, make sure to subscribe to this channel. We love women. God damn it, dude.
No,
We suck.
I'm just joking. I'm obviously joking. I hope people know I'm joking. Fuck.
Lindsey had to have been in the middle of the act when Patrick called because it was already 5:34. So she stopped what she was doing, answered the phone call, answered Patrick, and then continued on. We also have to think about how much time Lindsey
I love how these people
had
are
to
sure
complete
all
this. She
these
had about
clocks are
45
exactly
minutes.
synced up.
So in 45 minutes, she did that to all 3 children. She crushed up all those pills.
Pause
She
for a
put them in
second.
a drink. She took the drink.
How long do we think it takes to strangle 3 children?
I'll tell you. It takes exactly 1 minute 37 seconds.
Wait, what was the amount of time that she said it was to?
She said if she couldn't have done it in 45 minutes.
What?
She could have killed like 20 children in 45 minutes.
Yeah, there's like plenty of time. Also, notoriously, right? She's having a psychotic break. She answered the phone call and answered a question about medication while he was at the store, theoretically while she was murdering the children. And I'm like, yeah, I think that makes sense if you're having a psychotic break. I don't think that's like crazy to like.
So you point out an important thing here, which is one of the interesting things is when they took her heart rate when they arrived there, she had a very steady heart rate of like 57 or something.
I'm telling you, it was premeditated. They both did it. They're both guilty. Him not being there was on purpose, so that way he could be photographed, and then they would blame it on postmortem. They're fucking in on it together.
There's a different conspiracy here at play here, which is some people are saying that
he's a fucking tourist. You can't believe him.
No. Listen. There's some people believe that actually his new wife, Rachel, who looks almost identical to Lindsey, or new girlfriend, was the one who killed the children alongside him.
It was all 3. No, it was all 3 of them. They were all involved.
Probably the police were involved too. Everybody just got together to kill these horrible little children.
Do we want to finish this TikTok over here?
I don't know. I mean, whatever.
This is a flaw of like, this happens all the time in media that is like a debunking response or whatever. They're like, look at this. This is my thoughts on this one thing. Where the implication, the secondary implication of the statement doesn't make sense. She couldn't kill 3 children in 45 minutes, but according to the timeline, he had to do it in 20. If that's the implication,
well, I mean, he is a man.
Yeah, superior at killing children in every way.
They didn't send in Jane Henry to go, compete with the machines. Is all I'm saying.
Look, if women want to kill their children, they got 9 months of time to do so legally. Then they're.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yep.
Who is this podcast for again?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who's listening to this? Who's here even? Hello?
I mean, we're just offending everybody. I mean, literally everybody. But look.
Yeah, we've made an enemy out of everyone.
We're just joking. We're just being silly. We're just being silly billies.
TMZ just released photographs of Patrick Clancy and his new wife, Rachel Dennis, outside their apartment in New York amid Lindsey Clancy's murder trial. They shared these 2 photographs late last night in an article. They wrote, "Here's Lindsey Clancy's ex-husband Patrick Clancy looking stressed in New York City with his new wife Rachel Dennis, while Lindsey faces murder charges where she's accused of killing their 3 kids." The pair was seen at an apartment in Manhattan at around 8 p.m. on Thursday while Lindsey's murder trial was on a break. An eyewitness tells us Patrick and Rachel spent roughly 30 minutes on and off their phones and appeared visibly stressed as they talked amongst themselves. Gee, I wonder what they could be stressed about. Patrick was seen taking phone calls and pacing in circles.
Just killed. What? Yeah, what
killer of their 3 kids is on trial. But he's looking stressed.
I mean, why are you tracking down to take photographs? Somebody who, I mean, this guy's not a celebrity. He's a celebrity through, a tragedy. He's not like an actor or something.
So we're doing her astrological sign. Let's see. I want to know. What is this? Oh, we got cards here.
Okay, guys, so I'm just gonna do, I guess this could be a continuation.
You know what? This seems more science. I like this better.
No. This is 13 minutes. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, the other one's got to be more, right? Because it's 17 minutes, not 13. 17's bigger than 13.
No, it's too much.
Can I just point out, anybody mentioning that he divorced and remarried as like saying that's a bad thing, I gotta admit, if someone murdered my children, I probably would divorce.
Yeah. You wouldn't just be like, well, you did have postpartum depression, so I mean, I get it.
They're projecting themselves too much into this. They would be jealous if their boyfriend divorced them and got a new hot wife that looked exactly like them. That would make them kind of bummed out and upset about it. That's what it all is. It's all projections. I'm telling you.
What does it even mean? Looks exactly like her, right? It's another
Here, let me show
white
you.
lady that's age appropriate. I mean, it didn't look like.
One of her testimony is when she has this psychosis, she described it as seeing herself do the act. And a lot of people taking it as, oh, this was actually his new wife, Rachel, who did this because she looks exactly like you.
She mistook another woman for herself.
Yeah.
Murdered the kid.
Yeah, that's how much they look alike.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't look, but this is the thing is they only look kind of alike in the same way that like most white women with dark hair look alike. Right? I mean, what am I? It's not the same. Like, it's not the same shade of hair color. They,
Also, to be clear,
they don't wear the same lipstick. They don't.
I don't know if they're implying, if they're trying to imply that I can't tell which two of these women are the same people, but I can. They have different noses. They have different lips. They have different, the one in top left and the one in the bottom right are the same person.
Yeah. They're trying to make it a trick by flipping it around, but it's like totally obvious. It's like, no, sorry. One's like Latina, the other's white. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry.
I just read this comment. Of fucking course, he's a Gemini son. Oh my fucking god! And the creator responded, "Of course." Like, this is the most obvious shit in the universe.
Yeah. Oh, God, no wonder.
What is your astrological sign? Did we ever figure that out?
Here's what I want to know. Here's what we really need to do. We need to do the astrological signs of the children and find out if it was really a suicide.
Oh God. I mean, were there even any children to begin with?
If they were, here's the thing: if they were Taurus, you probably should kill them because they'll grow up to be Hitler.
Corvo, that's fucking maxi brain. There never were any children. Dun, dun, dun. Holy shit! You just blew my mind.
We blew the case. I mean, then Lindsey is innocent because we're children.
Yeah, this goes all the way to the top. Holy fuck!
I'm not gonna believe this until someone does a tarot reading about it. That's what's gonna have to. I like. Maybe I'm asking too much, but I'm gonna need some serious evidence.
A little while ago, looking at Rachel Dennis's energy, and I already did one on the guilt versus innocence and her involvement, but this is just on her energy alone. And so the first thing I noticed at the bottom was this 10 of Cups. So her view of a happy family with Patrick is just, it's running the show. It's the subconscious driver of what she's doing in this and everything. I think she's hyper aware with the 3 of Cups, 8 of Wands.
Why does that mean that?
Of her role as the other woman, and she's very quick.
Because
why does this?
I think these just mean whatever you want.
I just don't know.
Yes.
I just wish if I understood the rules about what's. I just don't get it. Like why does the 3 of Cups? It's all abstract, and then there's no explanation for what the symbolism is supposed to mean. I mean,
there's like a little booklet that you can buy that explains it, but the thing is,
I could maybe try to understand, like, the Hierophant or something, right? Like that's like a somewhat Jungian archetype. Maybe I can try to wrap my mind around what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what this fucking 3 of Cups means. I mean, that means nothing to me, right? Useless.
No, you're missing one important part here, which is Queen of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying?
Pentacles?
What does it say? Am I missing?
Pentacles. It's the Queen of Pentacles.
It's the Queen of Pantaloons.
It's in English. It's pronounced Pentacles. I don't know why.
The Queen of Testicles.
Hold on, let's see. What is this?
Okay. Oh God!
I know this is just
piled into her first house.
I'm not doing
this.
This
is some kind of weird horny posting too. There's a weird sexual element mixed in with this. I can tell.
It would be ludicrous for anybody to pursue another suspect when someone's already admitted to the crime.
No, I'm saying there's a conspiracy. The husband and the new wife are both involved. They're all guilty. He's a Taurus. He can't be trusted. I want to know the kids' star signs. I want to see their charts. I want to know if they
there are no kids.
No. I think there might have been, and they might have done themselves, and then it's a cover up.
I just want to say, if they were all Tauruses, then it's justified to kill them since they're all potential Hitlers.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also true.
Yeah. Hey, look, here's a picture of Edgar Allan Poe. I just saw it.
Why does she look so somber?
Because this is very serious. She's summoning the spirit energy. She's got a Kamehameha of the truth. What? What's it say? Hold on.
That means nothing.
Oh, no, I have to read it backwards. Four of cups.
Kings.
4 of cups.
Cups.
Oh, that's.
Well, I know you didn't know what the 3 of cups was, but I know you know about the 4 of cups.
Yeah, I mean,
it's an even number of cups.
All right, let's look it up. Let's take it seriously. Okay, 4 of cups.
Right.
Symbolizes apathy, boredom, and a state of emotional withdrawal. Well, that would also explain the music, I guess.
So he killed the children out of boredom? Is that what happened?
No, this was Rachel. She's reading Rachel's energy. This is the new wife.
Yeah. The new wife, the one, she feels apathy and boredom.
Is she guilty?
Wait.
5
Not the
of
5 of
5
cups. Come on.
Hold on, let's see here. 5 of cups. Grief and sadness, processing, regret, missed hope.
I like it. Okay, look at this. 5 of Cups tarot card shows a cloaked figure. Yeah, and this is some Edgar Allan Poe bullshit. What is this?
Yeah, this looks exactly like
Does
Edgar
this
Allan
work?
Poe.
Can you just put whatever you want on there? The cards work the same? I mean...
Yeah.
I just want it to make the record clear here, right? You are the one who wanted me to talk about what crazy bitches women are.
No, that wasn't the case. No.
With their absurd beliefs, unlike your beliefs.
Oh God.
And I as an ally, as a fucking good person,
you can't watch one TikTok because a bitch had big titties, so you lost your mind. Shut up.
Because I'm a fucking good person. I didn't. I believed women, okay, instead of you, because you're toxic.
Okay. All right. Amber, would you like a closing statement, and then I'll do my closing statement. I'll try to be serious. We've been goofing off too much.
I feel bad for the kids. I feel really bad for this guy who's had his kids taken from him and is now. I don't know how much he's seeing of it. Hopefully none. But if any, I feel bad for him and his new wife as well. That's all.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, the astrology shit's probably the least of it. He should for sure not be on the internet right now. People are fucking animals, and the internet was a mistake. We should go back to before when we didn't have it.
I think honestly he should press charges for defamation for all the people who've made shit up about him. He's a grieving father. People forgetting. I like the idea that someone who is facing justice does get support from people, even if they've done a horrible crime. I think I honestly think if everyone was met by the public in that way, we'd have a better society instead of wanting, succumbing to almost bloodthirsty impulses of wanting just anyone who failed in life in this, even in grave manners, to just suffer maximally. Now, I do feel sorry for Patrick. I do. I think he should sue every one of these cunts and assholes who've been lying about him. I also feel sorry for Lindsey. I believe, really, after learning everything I can about this case, that she just, in that moment, completely lost her mind and she was not in control of herself and she needs help. So I do think it's probably reasonable to say that it was involuntary manslaughter rather than actual premeditated murder.
All right, well, that was stupid.
Yep.
All right, well, fuck you guys.
See ya.